It's called ribbit radio. Recordings of the croaks and calls of several species of American frogs. It's being used to test the identification skills of frog experts in the field.
A chorus frog, a pickerel frog, a spring peeper, a southern leopard, and a spring peeper. Did you guys both get 100%?
100%.
Yeah.
Each spring, the U.S. Geological Survey conducts an unusual census. It counts frogs. Volunteers across the country try to estimate the abundance of nearby frogs and toads, not by seeing them, but by identifying the unique croak of each species. It isn't easy.
It's a very difficult thing to do because you have multiple species calling simultaneously.
A good frog census is important. Frogs have sensitive skins, so their changing population helps scientists to track pollution, disease, and other ecological maladies. Some research has indicated a sharp and somewhat mysterious decline in amphibians around the world. To find out how accurate the annual frog survey is, Dr. Simons came up with ribbit radio. He recently provided a demonstration in an area near Raleigh, North Carolina. He used a laptop to play a series of recorded frog calls. The calls were played on 10 remote speakers arrayed along a field. 2 frog call experts were invited to take the test. As the frog calls were played, the scientists had to write down the frog species they thought they heard. Single frog calls were easy to identify, but it got harder as calls from several species were played simultaneously and from varying distances. It turns out the counting expertise wasn't all it's croaked up to be. Some recorded the names of frogs, even though their calls were never played. Errors like that can significantly skew frog counting estimates.
That basically confirmed to us that this is a potential problem that we may want to look at in the future to try and address with training or developing analytical tools to account for error rates that we might expect.
For the Wall Street Journal, this is Gautam Naik.